Hi, everybody, and welcome to the playoffs. The MLB postseason playoffs begins Tuesday. Brendan and I are here to talk a little bit about the Wildcard Series. We have lots of interesting matchups to break down, so we thought we would spend some time with you, talk about what our predictions are, and see where these series head. The winner of this wild card series will face the division ringleaders of each of these American League or National League series. The wild card series is a best of 3 games. This is a reminder. It is not one and done. It is a best of 3. And the team that has the home field advantage with the most wins in this wild card setting has home field throughout. So there's no traveling around. It is simply if you are the Blue Jays or you are the Twins, you will be playing at your ballpark throughout the whole series. So we want to go to the first game that's up for tomorrow. That first game is the Rangers versus the Rays. Brendan, first of all, welcome in. We have the Rangers as the 5 seed and the Rays as the 4 seed. So that will be in Tampa.
Yep.
The matchup is Montgomery for the Rangers and Glasnow for the Rays. Who do you got going for game 1?
When it comes, what I've seen from Texas, they have amazing starting pitching. They live and die off of those starters. Their bullpen really is not that great. If you can get to Texas early and pull their starters out of the game within the fifth through the 7th, I mean, 5th and 6th, really. If you can get them out of there before the 7th, then you have a really good shot to destroy that pen. I love what I've seen out of Tyler Glasnow all year. I mean, the home ERA is even better than the total. I think it's 3.16. He's been a stud for Tampa, one of their best pitchers.
I wish the Red Sox could get him.
Definitely.
He would be a welcome addition over here.
We're going to talk about Milwaukee soon and the great young arms they have there. This all should be an audition for the Boston Red Sox starting rotation. But as of now, I like Tampa in St. Pete hosting Texas.
You going Tampa throughout the whole series? You think Tampa will advance?
I think it's a 2-1 series. I think I give Texas 1.
Okay, so Brendan's going to go with the Rays. Who's your winner tomorrow? I'm going to write this down so we can come back tomorrow and make sure that we're right.
Game one is going to be Tampa. Tampa's got game one
to Tampa.
I
am also going game 1 to Tampa as well. So I'm going to write that down for me.
Texas will take game 2.
Okay.
And then Tampa wins it.
We are going to move to the second game up. The second game up tomorrow is the Blue Jays versus the Twins. The Twins have home field, so there'll be a target field up against the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are the 6th seed. The Twins are the 3. What do you got? Matchup.
It's Gausman, right?
We do it. Is Gausman for the Blue Jays, who was 12-9 with a 3.16 ERA this season, and then up against Pablo Lopez, who was 11-8 with a 3.66.
They should take care of Lopez. He's not one of their. I mean, Minnesota's another club known for their starting rotation, but I think what you have with the weapons in Toronto, I think it's actually a 2-game series, and they're going to wipe the floor with Minnesota and advance quick.
I picked the Blue Jays as one of my teams this season before it all started, and I would look like a real fool if I didn't continue to harp on the Blue Jays. So I had them as my AL East champs as well. I am going with the Blue Jays on the road against the Twins. Kevin Gausman, I think, will get the job done. I'm going to say we're smart minds think alike. We're all on the same path right now. Next, we are going to move to Milwaukee, where we will have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are the 3 seed. The Diamondbacks are the 6 seed. That game is at 7:08 p.m. on ESPN. You have Brandon Fadot, who is 3-9 with a 5.72 going for the Diamondbacks, up against Corbin Burns, who is 10-8 with a 3.39 ERA. I think I know what you're going to predict, but I'll let you speak.
I mean, I definitely have Milwaukee coming out of this. I think it's actually closer than people are going to think. I think it's a 3-game series. I like the weapons in Arizona as well. They're a scrappy young team. We went down there and got smoked.
Sure did.
I think Milwaukee is going to get through it, but damn, I think it's a close series.
Who's game one for you?
Game one, Milwaukee has it. This kid, Fadot, I mean, I think they're saving their best starters for later in this series.
It's going to be a bullpen game for the Diamondbacks tomorrow. I'm going to say that. The bullpen's going to have to get used. I look at Corbin Burns is one of the names that's on the ring list of what the Red Sox is on the wish list, rather, of people that we would welcome here to the city. So I am hopeful to see the Brewers come out of that game tomorrow with the victory. The final game tomorrow, again, there's 4 games going tomorrow, so we got a lot of baseball action. You have the Miami Marlins, the 5 seed, versus the Philadelphia Phillies, the 4 seed. So the city of brotherly love is where Miami will be traveling to. Who do you have in that?
Yeah, the NL East was one heck of a show right down to the end when it came to Miami. Just squeaking in on the last day. I like Philly to win it, but it's close. I think Miami is actually a really good young team. I like what they're building down there. But I have Philly winning it, another 2-1 series.
Zach Wheeler will go tomorrow for the Phillies, and he had a spectacular season for them, going 13-6 with a 3.61 ERA. That is outstanding there. For Miami, they will part with Jesus Luzardo, 10-9 with a 3.63 ERA this season in 32 games on the season. I am going with the Phillies. I think the Phillies have a lot to prove right now. I know we're all together in this here. So you say Phillies as well for game one, and you think the Phillies for the series?
I think it's a 2-1 series. I think Miami takes one. But
you think Miami takes one? What, game 2, you think?
It has to be. They don't have the talent to take the series though. But they'll get a game.
So very quickly, we're going to go back around just to make sure we have our predictions locked in, because this is for all the marbles and all that money, Brendan, for us, right?
Oh, yeah.
So again, the Blue Jays versus actually, we're going to start with the first one. The Rangers versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Again, the Rangers are the 5 seed. Tampa is the 4 seed. We both have the Rays getting the win tomorrow. For the Blue Jays and the Twins, that game is at 4:38 tomorrow. That is Gosman versus Lopez. And we both have the Blue Jays going tomorrow. So we're going for the underdog, the 6 seed Blue Jays. We're going with them.
They're a good team.
Next, we have the Diamondbacks versus Milwaukee. We're both picking the Brewers with Corbin Burns on the hill. That's the 3 seed, Milwaukee. And then we have Miami and the Phillies to round it off tomorrow evening with Zach Wheeler on the hill versus Luzardo. There you go. Say that 10 times fast. We both have the Phillies for game 1. We're different people. We want to make sure we know that. We're different, but we have the same baseball mind on what our expectations and our predictions are. So that's what you have. That's what you have for tomorrow. Go ahead.
Yeah, my last point is when it comes to the competition of the divisions, that AL East and AL West were the strongest divisions I've seen all year. I really didn't see anything from the Central. So that's why I definitely lean towards the Jays on that. And same, the Rays one will be closer, but I think Tampa takes it too. The East was stacked this year.
We shall see what happens tomorrow. Got a bunch of games on tap. Tune in. We'll break them down for you soon.